Hi, in this module we'll be talking about costs and supply, and then about supply and demand. So first we'll talk about cost and scale and how costs relate to the optimal scale of operations, which in turn, when you put it together with demand, affects the market structure of the industry, which turns out to be very important throughout the course. But then we'll talk specifically about the theory of competitive supply, how when a firm is one of many firms producing an identical product, how it chooses how much output to make. That in turn requires us to understand firm costs. So we'll talk about total costs and average costs and a very important concept called marginal cost. And firms will be comparing the price they can get out in the market to their cost and choosing how much to produce according to criteria related to those ideas. Don't want to give too much away just yet. Now, once we have an explanation of how much firms want to produce as a function of the price it is they can get in the market, that really gets us to the firm supply curve, which is literally how much each firm wants to make given what the price is. Put those together and we have the market supply curve. Then we're ready to do supply and demand analysis. After that, we'll think a little bit about the distinction between the long-run supply curve, when firms have lots of time to adjust, and the short-run supply curve, when firms have to adjust quickly. Then we'll move on from there and think about analysis of competitive markets. So there, what we're thinking about is using the supply and demand model to think about things like the effects of taxes, the effects of import quotas, and that'll get us to the end of this module on costs and supply.